Every day as business owners and salespeople, we start the day at the same starting line. But your day is full of obstacles and diversions. Keeping yourself focused on growing your business and maximizing revenue is a challenge. This podcast is designed to help you get better every day so you can meet and exceed the challenges as they come your way. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Let's dominate the day. Here's a tip to help you improve your sales. In fact, this is going to be one of 4 episodes in a row about selling, about sales. So you can decide that you are or you aren't a salesman, but if you own your own business, you're definitely a salesman. You have to be. Otherwise, you're going to starve. And one thing that you can do to determine how to improve your sales delivery is to record your calls. And there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. If you use CallRail, you can turn the recording function on. We use CallRail for different parts of lead generation that we do. And I always turn on the call recording. It costs a little bit more money, but I can always go back and listen to the recordings. And it tells me if someone is effective at selling or not. And in your business, like if you're the salesman, you definitely want to be listening to yourself. If you're not the salesman, you have other salespeople, you want to be listening to those calls. You want to be understanding how they handle the leads that are provided or the prospects that call into your business, because it's very important to know what is happening with those leads. And a lot of times as business owners, if we're not putting numbers up on the board, we think that it's a lead problem when it could very well be a sales problem. I get calls a lot from guys that have employees that handle the sales process. Those are the people that usually I talk to the most because they think they have a lead problem. This is why I record calls. And so when they tell me that, I just start looking back at the numbers because the numbers don't lie. If there are leads being produced, there should be sales being produced. And sometimes people who think they are good at sales aren't good at sales. They're good at taking orders. And if the order isn't being given, then they're not putting anything on the board to produce revenue. A lot of times as business owners, if you haven't been trained to do sales, and it's definitely something that you should be trained in, or at least go through a process of learning how to sell, then I would think that you definitely want to review what's happening on those calls. Definitely want to review the recordings because the recordings are very, very important. I'm going to tell you things like, are you not fluent or are you not in control of the conversation? Do you sound a little discombobulated? Are you following a process? Because you should be. We call them scripts, and everybody hates a script, but a sales process is something you should follow. Because if you do, then you have your thoughts organized, and you're able to get to the end, which is closing. So I recommend utilizing a way to record your sales calls so that you can critique yourself, figure out what you're doing bad, improve it, figuring out what you're doing good, keep doing that, and do those things on a consistent basis. I would listen to myself at least monthly, if not weekly, so that I can get a good handle on how I am taking care of leads that come in and how I am selling prospects and turning them into customers. Because you get a handle on the sales process and you understand what you do well and fix the things that you don't do well. Not only will you start making more money and put up higher conversion rates, but you'll definitely dominate the day.